happened to my mouse? Why is it not working? Hang on.
Hope I don't get copyrighted for that. Oh my god, they probably don't care anyway. Hello, welcome. It's F1 2017. Oh my god, it's a great game. It's absolutely fantastic, and we're ready to go. We're at the Malaysian Grand Prix, and I'll check all the settings later on because there's probably some setting changes, but we'll check that later. And you see who's there?
Malaysia.
At the Yes, we're at Malaysia. I just said that. So joining me he's just going to be in here for qualifying. It's Owens. It's great to be back, isn't it? It's been a long time
mate,
since you and I have
the dream team are
commentated.
reunited. So can't
Just for
complain too
qualifying.
much. Shut up, Jeff.
Just for qualifying. Just for qualifying here tonight, and then I'll leave him alone for the race because Owens is going to win. But, yeah, let me get all these settings right, because, oh my god, I've forgotten how simple this game spectator mode was. And let me just check my audio isn't way too loud. Oh, might just turn that down a smidge. Don't want it to be too loud, do we? We'll go to 6. We'll go to 6 on that one. We should be all good, and Penske is out there in the McLaren, and Penske,
I'm in cockpit
of course,
Fuck.
in the soft tyres, and yeah, of course, this is a free section qualifying, and oh, yes, there's only 16 drivers here at the moment. A couple of drivers might be joining a little bit later on, as my phone tells me that someone else is live. That's fantastic. Yeah, free section qualified, so really this qualifying session's really just going to be, this first Q1's really just going to be a practice session, since there's only 16 drivers here. I believe only one will be eliminated in Q1. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it'll be me,
I
mate.
cannot
Don't
remember.
worry.
Yeah. Well, interesting to see who will be where, here, there, and everywhere. Here's Poms for the win, 87 here, and Poms was a traditional midfielder in this game, and he is still a traditional midfielder. Well, not at the moment. Poms is actually way down the field. He's trying to learn the wheel at the moment, Poms, and as a fellow member of me and Owens will know, that's not takes some timing to do. I see Jared in the Ferrari. And where are they? Here's one of them. Warden 99, the big Chungus, of course. The historic SRL absolute champions. The amount of races they won, the amount of podiums they got in a row was ridiculous. And they're going back to the glory days of Warden and Ryan, which they did a lot of 1-2s back in the day. X Still here tonight, who I don't think really was a part of F1 2017 then, but he is in tonight in the Renault, and there is the Toro Rosso, who's about to have a bit of a moment. Dear mate. Takes a little to get used to this game, but it's a great game, isn't it? As you take us into a spin! Oh!
Yeah, she's a bit different. Won't lie.
Well, it's a bit different, but it's absolutely magnificent, I must say. I mean, there's a lot of people mixed with this game. I'm kind of surprised at a lot of the mixed reviews about this game, but Hey, everyone's got a different opinion. As now,
Oh.
Penske's about to cross the line to start things off. Something except for Owens. We'll go back and see what it does. Happen to him, man. A 33.9 for Penske. And there's the Toro Rosso. What happened to you, mate?
Well, you see this black stuff I'm currently driving on? I wasn't on there.
Ah. Well, you are a race winner here at this circuit, of course, in those F2 days. Those glorious F2 days. Yes, you are. You won Season 1 of F2. F2 Oceania when there was only like 12 people racing.
Well, there you go.
There you go. I can't remember who the others were that won in F1. So, yeah, I've done some great research there. I do remember SRL. I think the first season absolutely bucketed down. So
That's where Ryan disconnected.
That's right. 9.5 seconds. Owens off the pace. That's a shame for him. That's a shame for you. As is that Matt? It's one of those ones in the F2 days as well, and he's going to cross the line, and looks like he's probably invalidated. Actually, hold on a second. I forgot to do one thing. There we go. There's the fuel. Oh, how great is it to see the fuel? Oh, I hope they bring that back for the next game, because it's so great to see the fuel of all the drivers. As Warren does a 32.3, but we're not really going to see some lightning times as of yet. We might see some practice full-on times a little later on. As we said, 31.9. 31.9 here. As I get another notification of someone going live. Yeah, 31.9. And the best laps here, to comparison here, let's go with... We'll go on board here with New Zealand Ryan, who won a lot in F1 2017. The best time here with AOR, I didn't have the SRL times, was V-Fence with 1 minute 30.67. So might see him look tonight, possibly in the 30s for pole, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, some of these guys up front, Ryan and that, were all saying that, they were saying that they were off the pace, but I mean, I saw a certain driver who's on the mediums. I think I said the hards before you're on. It's actually the mediums. Proves your time and time trial, mate. So clearly, this is your game.
Yeah, all right, we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. DSR Roscoe Arm, or as he used to be called, just Roscoe Arm, or official RA Gamer. And tonight he's in as well with 10 minutes going. Practice 1. As oh my goodness me, we've got AOR, Mr. AOR himself, 1 minute 38.8 for Warden. As we have on board here now with AOR. Yep. And I think AOR Charlie here tonight will be looking for, see how he goes here tonight in the Mercedes. What's in the Mercedes he is, and let's hope there is no screaming of Charlie here tonight. Here's Ryan, who's on max. He's going for it early here for qualifying, for practice 1, or Q0 as Mark Scoff likes to call it. And he only goes P4. Always AFK, she's P3. She only really joined the ranks of this community back in F1 2018. Yes, thank you. As Owens is... Who are you giving a toe to there? It's one of the Mercedes.
Charlie,
and well, Charlie needs all the help he can get, so... But, so pretty close here at the moment between the top 3 guys, but, oh, and girl. He's Laggy in the Haas. Laggy, of course, was a moment there for Laggy, and I have not put the right. There we go. Got the right tyres on now. Laggy, of course, was. I think he was in the top 3 in the F2 Championship in Season 2, and now Laggy's just moved up the ranks. Of course, F1 tier. He went into the next season. And he is there here tonight. A savoury that it's pie. P8, And Mince Pie wasn't really a part of the community back then in the F1 2017 days. And he's going around in the Williams here tonight. Benny F1, Renault. Of course, Benny and Dill both in the Renault here tonight. And Benny has a slight moment, holds on to her. And he's on max fuel, as you can see. And it's great to see the max fuel as always. And Owen's still going around, of course. Are you going to come into pits, mate? Yeah, oh no, you're actually going to go off into the grass. Into the kitty litter. I mean, to be honest, I didn't... Oh no! Oh! That was a moment.
Had it all under control.
Another thing as well to point out here tonight is, spectator, we will see when... see where the retired drivers retired. Yeah. Because, you know, these games you can't go on board with the retired driver because, yeah, nice game. Nice Cody's. Here's Alan Hugo, who is in the Williams tonight. And, oh my god, I'm just getting things galore about who's streaming and everything. But Hugo about to start his lap, and Hugo joined the Oceania vicinity towards the end of SRL Season 2, and Owens remembers that. I remember from Season 3 when I had no idea who Hugo was in the first race of Season 3, and Hugo almost won it. Berserk out there on the softs. Interesting to see as well what they also qualify, what people qualify in Q2. That's another thing we'll look out for. As Hugo now is about to start off his lap here for this one. With 6 minutes to go in the session for practice 0, practice qualifying 0. I believe only one driver will be eliminated in Q1, I believe. But, yeah, watch the rest of Alan Hugo here, see what he can do. Ryan also, or someone else moved up there, Master Berserk up at a P6 on the soft tyres. And Master Berserk, of course, another one who was very competitive this game. But Warden on top of the moment. Warden, I think you'd agree with this, Owens. I think Warden was probably the... I think F1 2017, he was probably... I think he was probably the second best driver in Oceania at the time. Behind Ryan.
I'd be compelled to agree with you.
Yeah, Warden was very quick in this game. And if people wanted to know that Warden actually improved his... He did a session and he improved... I think he did a better lap in his AOR race at Baku than he did... No, he did a session at Baku and he did a better lap than he did in AOR qualifying for one of the seasons. So I think it would have been season 2. So there you go. And we'll try to also give some comparisons to these guys to their laps from when they did with AOR and any other leagues as well to what they do here tonight, and especially in Q3. But Warden back on it here for the rest of this one, and Owens is out there on a lap.
No, I'm on an out lap.
No, he's on an out lap. I'm going to put the pressure on you on Q2 that you have to commentate a lap while you're doing it.
I accept
so
the
good
challenge.
luck. We won't do it now, but we'll do it the next session. Here's Matt. Looks like he's about to come towards the end of his lap now. Is that Matt? And Matt now 10.7 seconds, so he didn't really do a good first lap there. And we'll see where Matt can go. No, he's into the pits. So there you go. Watch the rest of Warden, the big Chungus, and see what the Chungus can do here tonight. For if he can improve on this lap 31.8. All these guys, they'll be aiming to try to see if they can get into the 30s, if they possibly can, as their Warden gets a tow there from Alan Hugo. But that's not really going to matter at the moment, is it? Because It's only Q1. Toes will really more matter in Q3. So now Warden crosses the line. It's not an improvement for Warden. So Warden stays there at the moment. Jared is out on a out lap. Hugo is about to start his lap up again. And Savoury Mince Pie off in the grass, so things aren't working out here for Savoury Mince Pie as Owens has a moment. And come on, mate, you got to do better than that.
Oh, it's the second half, alright. I was doing well.
I'd be very disappointed if you're the first one eliminated.
I wouldn't be surprised, you know.
Come on, AOR champion, first ever F2 champion in this game.
Former.
Nah. I'm not really going to say that Penske is the current champion. We're all different champions. It's always AFK, of course, in the pits at the moment. And Jared coming towards the end of his lap here. Now he's about to start his lap. And Jared, we'll see what Jared will be like here. And of course, don't forget this game as well. The sector times you see on your screen, the improvements aren't really what matches, or they really don't come up like F1 2019. That's probably the advantage about F1 2019, is seeing the split times the best, and it sounds like they'll be much more better improved in F1 2020, and we're meant to get more gadgets in F1 2020 for spectator mode, which is very exciting for us commentators and streamers. As we watch the rest of Jared here. Give Jared some mere time. And Jared, of course, wasn't the best at this game, Jared. He was probably around the 5th or 6th mark as AOR... Oh, hold on a second, let me just... Oh, sorry, just need to do it right. As AOR... Yes, retires from the session. And I think he'll be alright there in P5. I don't know if we'll see many more improvements up there for position, as Jared now bets come towards the spin. And I'm not really going to question what happened there. There's really no point. We're here for fun here tonight, aren't we, folks? That's what we're here for. As... Oh, it's 1503 across the line. He will go P5. Oh, yeah. And he's celebrating like he won a championship. Dill goes P8. And DT says bring back Malaysia. Well, yeah, DT, because F2 back 2-time pole sitter in Malaysia. Now, Matt is in the... or as they say in real life F1, the danger zone. In P16, he's going to improve here. Laggy is in the pits, so Laggy could be dropped down into the danger zone, in quotations. Penske's about to start his lap here, and he's going to cross the line in time. And Laggy says, Matt, please, F up with 2 love hearts, and let's see what Matt can do. Can Matt get past Laggy? Or is Laggy going to have to sit back and listen to my drivel? Round the last corner? I don't know, actually. Well, Laggy, hold your breath. No, he goes P8, and Laggy, unfortunately, has been eliminated. Eliminated from qualifying. And he'll have to sit back and watch the rest.
Available in my area.
And, as the the Bachelorette, Owens 1503 explores his life even more. And where's Dill, actually? Dill's about to come around the last corner, but he's way down the field. Penske doesn't really need to finish this lap because he's already through. There you go. So that is Q1 done and dusted, and it's Warden, the big chungus, right up there. And like he says, he's going to be right back, and he's not happy with the results. But there you go, and proof has been proven that Owens, that you should just gone F1 instead. Shouldn't have been in F2.
Just didn't have the pace, mate. Didn't have the pace.
But Penske about to cross the line, wasting all our time, but it's okay because it's F1 2017 and we love it. And that is Q1 done and dusted. That means also Laggy is the drunk driver of the night. So congratulations to Laggy. Well done. And there you go. So there's the results for Q1, or qualifying 0. And the one driver out of the session is that Laggy person on a set of mediums. He probably should have put the supers on like almost everyone else did. Except for Berserk. Berserk on those soft tyres, so... yeah. But about to get set for the queue of 2. And, of course, the next session, top 10 gets through to Q3. And, should be very exciting to see how it all goes down here in this session. And, most frustrating to have to bring everything back up again. There we go, currently fitted, and there we go. So, here we go, Q2 now, and interesting to see as well who puts those soft tyres here. And, well, Frizy, you say that, everyone going to qualify on the softs. You might see some people at the back who think they may be outside the top 10.
Was faster.
The 2-stop was faster, as our expert tells us. But you're going to see some guys put the supers on, because some guys outside the top 10, like I would, try to see if they can get through to Q3. So expect that. But we're seeing a lot of soft tyres here, and I'm just going to have a look here at the settings. So no safety car here tonight, unfortunately. But it's not like I can't remember what the safety car was like towards the end of F1 2017, long time ago. And that's pretty much all I need to say, really. I don't know about the weather. I didn't see what... I think it's staying dry. I think he left it to dry. Who knows? Ryan could have been a nonce and just put it on heavy rain. But, well, it's once you come out, you can take us through a lap of Malaysia on your soft tyres.
I'm on the mediums. No, softs. Stupid frickin' Pirelli.
Owens does not like Pirelli. Rain at the end and custom weather. So there you go, Owens. Owens wouldn't know because he's not in the AI chat, like I wasn't. We almost didn't have a stream if I didn't check out Twitter earlier.
This is still in the pub.
Yeah. Well, unlucky. Well, I wish I was, but yeah, I was ordering the dinner, and before I decided to check Twitter while I was waiting, and then I saw that everyone was on F1 2017 already, and I thought, oh no. But yeah, here's Berserk, he's going to be the first one to start a lap time, and I will go to you, boss, when you're around the final corner. See how you do.
Not good.
I look forward to you just being in lead. But is Berserk, and Berserk takes a lot of curb there. Now, did this game tell you that someone invalidated? Yes, it did. Okay, I completely forgot if this game did or not. Here you are. Well, here's Owens 1503 of the Toro Rosso. About to take us a lap. Let's hide the HUD and watch Owens take us for a lap. A legitimate lap around. Well, you don't have to. Not legit. Not fast. But at least a decent lap. Go on.
Wait, am I supposed to talk through this?
Yes!
Alright,
You
so
are a
we're approaching
commentator.
10-1. We're braking. I don't really know where. I just gotta hit the brakes when it feels about right. And you want to take a late apex. Not use the curb. And this lap's bottled, but you know, flat out through this part. Turns 3 and 4, I think they're called. Up to, no, this is turn 4. And then brake late. Take as much of the grass as you can. And, yeah, this whole section should be full throttle. If I can get it right. Stay tuned. Oi.
Well, oh no! Oh no! Well, staged.
I am out of the section. Oh, I am shocked.
Clip that, please.
I've got it, mate.
I
Don't
never
worry.
say that ever. Oh, there you go.
Stupid soft tires.
Owens will be starting in P15. Oh,
I am not last.
as always say, well, you are. Well, you're going to be third last because Butler will be joining. But always say K on top at the moment. Well, you can commentate through.
Alright, yeah, I'll commentate with you.
Yeah, that's the half the reason why I thought to bring you in, because I knew you'd probably bottle. Maybe you could commentate a legitimate lap later on.
Alright, yeah, no, you entrust me with that.
Anyway, as AOR, no, not AOR Charlie, Matt goes to the top with no, he goes to P3, excuse me. P3 at the moment, with lap but 2 seconds off the pace, and that was interesting. Ryan out there on the supers. So, a few guys out there on the softs at the moment here in Q2. And we'll watch the rest of New Zealand Ryan here. Of course, Ryan won. He won 2 AOR titles, he won 2 SRL titles, and won a league that was murdered and killed in 2018 TOR.
The Penske League.
The Penske League, okay, yes. And, I mean, well, there's a lot of talking points here to talk about. I mean, because this game was where the death of Aussie Sim Racing happened. And, I mean, a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of celebrations that. Thank God that league ended. Allow us to have better times as now Ryan pulls into the pits. And he's had enough of those super soft tyres. Jared out there on the softs at the moment, and he's on a legitimate lap, as you can see, because he's on max fuel and ready to go. And Hugo, 18 seconds off his lap, but he's going for a second lap here. And we've got 7:57 to go on the clock here in qualifying. To Berserk's out, and no, retired in the pits. Okay. Alright then.
My cat is currently observing.
That was certainly interesting, but here is what's the rest of actually no, where's Hugo? Actually it's Hugo, we're gonna see what lap time he does. Of course 32-1 by Always AFK on the softs is pretty good actually. And we'll see what Alan Hugo can do here in the Williams. Crosses the line, and he only goes P4. Jared goes in the pits. So Jared into the pit lane. Penske now out on those super soft tyres. And I think Penske's not confident enough for himself to get into Q3. Even though, I mean, he's an AOR champion. I mean, surely Owens he can be in the top 5. Like, come on. It's a great response.
What? Sorry?
Roscoe Arm is coming out on his lap as well. And Roscoe reliving the days of you and... he says that you are his favourite teammate ever in league racing. How do you feel?
Hungry.
He's talking about Hungry GP F2 when everyone died. And Ferrari almost lost... And the constructors... No, I'm talking about Season 2, mate. When Ferrari almost lost the constructors. But, yes, as Penske begins his lap, and Penske will be seeing if he can move up here and be up in the top 10. Few drivers here: Charlie, Palms, Matt Dill, Savory, Roscoe, Penske and Ryan on the supers at the moment, but I fully suspect I'll probably see Ryan go on the softs as we watch the rest of Savoury Mince, the Mincy Mince Pie, who's about to actually start his lap here, and watch Penske. And Penske will be looking to absolutely have a dream lap here, if he can possibly do that. And he'll be looking to... I think the goal will want to be at least 31s if he can. That'll be his goal in all this. And we'll see the rest of this lap and see what he can do in the McLaren. Of course, him and Pom's teammates here tonight. And Penske now round the final corner. Is it a good enough lap? Oh, I don't think it will be. Oh dear. Well, Penske's reliving the days when he had shit all pace in this game. But he goes P5. So Penske goes P5, and he'll be hoping everyone else struggles. As Jared is back out there on another set of softs, and Ryan's got those soft tyres ready to go. But Berserk, and of course Owens, who's having a bit of a feed, out of this session, and we're going to wait and see who are the other 3 drivers who will be out, and we'll see the rest of Roscoe's lap here. Now he's going to come into the pits, so not happy with his lap, he will be going into the pits. Savory in as well, as Poms for the 187 here. Well, he won the first ones to start his lap time. And Poms, of course, as always, she goes on the super soft, so there you go. Poms' best lap time at this circuit is a 32.0 on supers. So Poms will be seeing if he can get near around that lap. He'll want to try to at least do better than that, as he's 1.7 at the moment off that type of lap time, and he'll be looking to improve later in the session. Dill out there as well, he's ghosted, he must be an AI. But that's another great thing about this game, you really knew when someone was an AI.
Yeah, because they're so slow.
But, yes.
Or in your case, no one knew.
Exactly. Poms begins his lap around the Malaysian Grand Prix circuit. Sepang. God, I miss this circuit. I hope they somehow bring it back for classic track in the future. Actually, now where is Jared? He's finishing off his lap here. So Jared, soft tyres. I was about to say medium tyres, and I forgot. We'll see what Jared could do here for the rest of this one. Can Jared can he move his way up towards the front of the pack? Let's see. I see Jared crosses the line. Telling him 32.2, but should be enough to keep him in the session at the moment. And also on a hot lap at the moment, and P4 is AOR Charlie. And we'll see what Charlie can do here as well. But we'll watch the end of Palms. See what Palms can do here. Palms for the win, 87 here. Will be looking to do a magnificence if he can. As Palms, can he move up through the fields? It's 32.7, so he gets P5 at the moment. Should be enough. Penske out there. Well, Penske has missed the marker, and that's where he's going to stay still at the moment. And that's a shame for the Penske. Ryan begins his lap. So yeah, Penske will be sitting on his knees praying that no one else improves. And there is his car. Where is everybody? Here's Jared, who's... No, he's not going to improve. Does always have Kay. Can she... Yep, she'll be out there. So she's getting a hot lap in for Q3. Trying to see where everyone is. Hugo stays P6. This is that Matt who... Well, Matt, unfortunately, is not going to be able to finish a lap, do another lap. Dill goes P7. Here's Benny. What does Benny F1 do? Benny F1 crosses the line. And he stays in P10. He's still in Ryan on the bubble. But I'm sure he will improve. Charlie looking to see if he can improve as well. So who's going to be the first one to look at here? We're going to look at Ryan. So at the moment we've got Jared, Ward and Hugo on softs and Matt and Benny. But Benny could be eliminated here with what Ryan does, and we'll see what Savory and Roscoe can do. Ryan about to cross the line as he will do a 32-0, just goes to the top. Does Roscoe get into the 10? He does! He goes to the P8. Roscoe into the 10. Can Savory take out Penske? No. Yes, he does! He goes P9! Penske's out of qualifying! Oh my goodness me! And Penske is out of Q2. Oh, it shows you how terrible he was at this game. So there you go. So top 5 all on me on softs. Fuck. How many times am I going to say that? All on softs. That's Palms, Hugo, Roscoe, Savory, Dill into the 10. And the ones that are out, Penske, Matt, Benny, Berserk, and Owens 1503 with the no lap time.
Just giving everyone else a chance.
Oh dear. But gonna get now for Q3 and see what goes down here and see who could possibly take pole position for this
Who's
one.
your money on for pole position?
Well, be interested to see. I think probably I'm gonna go Warden. So yeah.
Warden, interesting.
And yeah, gonna go Warden for pole position. And
Ryan's already come out of the pits.
Well, you can take us through a lap of whoever the first driver to come out will be, and probably Ryan. But yeah, it is Ryan. So also have K out. They're all coming out now. You're going to see a bunch of super soft tyres on for all the drivers here for this session.
I believe Ryan will be the first one to cross the line, considering he came out first. So, 200 IQ there.
Yeah, I was just checking the stream there for a second. But yeah, Ryan will be the first one out to do a lap, and you can take us through a lap once he gets to the start line. But yeah, so it's Poms, Jared, Roscoe, Warren, Savoury, Alan Hugo, Always AFK Dill, Ryan, and AOR. You know the rest in P10, and they will be getting ready for this one. And the fight for pole. Can someone get in the 1 minute 30s? We'll have to wait and see. I think that will be the aim for all these drivers here in this session. But I'll take us through a lap around Malaysia.
So I'm assuming Ryan's going to do the correct technique where you run really deep and have the straightest exit possible to carry the maximum speed onto the first start-finish straight, opening the DRS. And he just holds his right trigger down because that's all you really have to do in this game. Glory times. So we're going to brake about 70 metres out, using fourth, third, and then we're going to use second to get the nose in as late as possible, not using any curb. Use as much curb on the second one, and then just short shift and floor it out here. So this is turn 3. It's flat out, pretty stock standard, the way things should be. Going to brake about where the side road is. Shifting down to fourth. Some people can use third to get it rotated, but you lose the back end on the exit a little bit. This should all be flat on the pad, taking a late apex for the first one and then taking as much curb as late as possible for the second one. He's missed the apex, so that's going to cost him 1.5 to 2 tenths on this run. Shifting down to fifth, using fourth mid corner to get the nose in, flat out from about halfway through that corner. Now this is really tricky. You're going to brake about 100 metres out, and the off-camber nature of this circuit will cause the back end to spin out, but Ryan's, as usual, demonstrated beautiful car control. Pretty much what we expect from every Kiwi that's ever raced. Now we're using 5th, 6th, 7th. Through this part, it's all flat out, and then the off-camber turn number, whatever the fuck you want to call it, into here. Some people can use 3rd as well, but Ryan chooses to use 4th, and then it's just flat out down here, DRS open. And pray to God that, no one blows you up. Starting their lap, and now we want to brake, taking a 3/4 apex and balancing the throttle just nicely. He's coming across the line to go P1 because no one else has crossed the line.
31-0, so he got close to that 130 mark that I've been talking about. He's Warden, the big chungus, across the line, and he might have made a mistake on his. Always P2. Jared about to cross the line. AOR, you know the rest, in P4 as Jared. Only P2 at the moment. Here's Hugo. Hugo crosses the line, and it's only P6 for him. Here's Roscoe. What can Roscoe do? He's about to cross the line now. He stays P7. And Savoury, it's Pie now. 7 minutes to go. Cross the line, and he only stays P8. So there you go. That's the rest. That's all that. And Ryan on pole at the moment with 7 minutes to go in this session. And Warden is continuing on actually. So watch the rest of Warden here.
Well,
for
you
a section
be able to do 2 flying laps at Malaysia on the Super Softs, especially in Q3.
Yeah, especially in Q3, exactly right. And he's actually 0.3 up here, Warden, so if the game's telling the truth. And we'll see what Warden can do, if Warden can improve on this lap time. Round the final corner. And Warden move up a few positions here, maybe get close to Ryan for pole. Cross the line, it's a 31-4, so he just goes P2, Warden, with that one. And everyone you'll see all come into the pits. Savoury, he's on max, but I don't know if he will finish this lap off. We'll stay with it here because he's continuing on here. Savoury might be, may not be. Huh. But while this, he's lifted off there. It looks like. No, he's coming. He's coming into bits. So there you go. So with 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the session, And Ryan still is on top at the moment. As, don't mind me.
Alright, things are looking good.
Jeez.
Looks like it's going to be a good second round of flying laps, which is exactly what you want. Something you rarely get on a current game.
Well, that's right. But anyway, while we wait for the drivers to come back out, let's take a quick word from our... Hold on a second, let me turn up. There we go. Let's take a quick word from our fake sponsors.
UPS presents the Race to Mexico. 2 world champions, 2 batches of precious cargo. First to Mexico City from Austin wins.
Hey, where are your packages?
I shipped them UPS. Have fun going through customs.
Well, thank you. Is this gonna take long? Really? Smile? No? Go. Got this one. Congratulations.
Yeah, so don't forget ship through UPS. But
Can't be any worse than Ozpost, that's for sure.
oh, absolutely. But Pom's still out on circuit now, and of course Pom's and Dill will most likely definitely will be doing 2 laps on their Super Saucy, which they can absolutely do. And the great thing about this game, of course, don't have to worry about your saving ERS or any of that crap. You just go floor it to the metal, to the pedal, and you're all good. But
Glory days.
that's right. So Warden out there, they're all coming out now as Palms comes through in the last corner, and he's going to start off his lap here in this session. But as Butler joins, and he will be on the grid. And we'll just go through the order real quickly here. It is Ryan, Warden, we've got DRC Jared, Always AFK, the GOAT teammate of course, and then we've got AOR, yes, we've got AOR Charlie, and then we've got Alan Hugo, we've got VSR Roscoe Arm, we've got Sabri Mince Pie, Pomps for the win 87 here, and X Still in P10 who's also on a lap, but they'll be absolutely going for it with a second lap, and interesting enough, well, always she's out there now. We'll see most of these drivers make their way out here for final run here in qualifying in this session, which also, by the way, heavy rain, some rain towards the end of this race, so be sure to watch out for that.
What year did it pour down in
Palms-
Malaysia?
That was season... Oh, wait, what? Real life or...
Real life.
Racing?
It must have been like
2009.
9, was it?
Yes, that was the one where, when Ferrari put Kimi out on wets when it wasn't even raining?
And then they
Was
put
it
him
that
on
one?
dries when it was wet.
Yes. Yeah, it would have been that one.
Kimi.
2009 when it was Braun GP dominating the series. But, yeah, of course, Michael Schumacher on the pit wall. Remember that one. Michael Schumacher just looking out to the clouds wondering, is it going to rain? As Poms goes P6. What does Dill do? Does he move up through the field? He goes P7. So I suspect Poms and Dill will definitely go for another lap here in this session. As always AFK, she's about to get ready for her lap. And everyone's out there. Can we see a 1 minute 30 in this session? As Warden absolutely going for it here. We'll watch the rest of Warden here. One disadvantage about this game, yes, you don't see the track map. That makes qualifying so much easier now with the new games in spectator mode. Well, especially in qualifying. But Warden now, he most likely is going to go for another lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he absolutely is, because he's a bit off on this time. Yeah, so Warden will go for another lap. Here we go. Everyone getting themselves set. Dill and Pom's about to finish off their laps here. And also, always AFK still be Pom still. Always AFK will be the ones to look out for towards these lap times. Where does Poms go? Can Poms improve on his lap? No, he cannot. Dill,
Ryan
I
and
think,
Warden
is
have both
down on
made
his...
critical mistakes.
Thank you, as Dill does not improve. Always AFK. Just looking where everyone is. Alright, always AFK. She's next. Can she mix it up in the top 3? Watch and wait and see. She comes around the final corner. Always AFK. This is looking good. This is looking good for P2. For Always. She gets very nicely done there. Got Alan Hugo next. You go around the final corner. As Ryan, I've missed Ryan, he does a 30.7. Hugo goes P2. Jared around the final corner, what does he do? He goes to second. And Warden now around the final corner. No, Charlie on the front straight. And I don't think he improved. Warden lists off his lap. And boss, I will wish you luck. And if you retire, I will invite you to the party.
Why, thank you.
I hope he wins. But anyway, there's your results. It's New Zealand Ryan, DRC Jared second, Alan Hugo third, Always AFK in P4, Warden 99 P5. It's AOR in P6, Poms for the win 87 here in P7, Xdill P8, and VSR Roscoe in P9 as Savoury the Mince Pie in P10. So we're about to get underway now. The race is about to begin. And no formation laps, so give us who you think is going to win this race. My prediction is, I think we're going to see, win this race, I think we will see as... Oh, sorry. Shh. I missed that intro. I gotta be honest, I missed that intro. The new intro's cool and all, but I missed that intro so much. So it's going to be dry to wet. No formation lap, I do believe. So, who do you think is going to win? I think it'll be Ryan. Surprise podium. Oh, it's 153. Come on now. One of the greats in the business. There's the grid. There they all are. Butler starting in the back in P17. First time in this game. No safety car here tonight as well. There's your top 6. All on soft tyres. What is that going to do with strategy later in the race? Hard tyres go on, medium tyres go on for Butler. Soft. Owens is on the supers. Jesus. As we're about to get underway in Malaysia. We're racing around Malaysia. It's a good start for New Zealand Ryan. He gets the jump over DRC Jared as I'm trying to get everything set and ready here. But it's Ryan that leads. Jared Hugo goes for it. On Jared, can he get it done? He still tries to look, and it's just not... He hasn't got it done yet. But, oh, there might have been a bit of contact. Oh, it's on between the two. Warden sits there behind with a King for Eye. As I'm trying to get everything up here for you. There we go. Fuel done. We'll look at everyone's fuel as well. See what they've all put on for fuel towards the end a little bit later in the session. As now... Oh, Warden looks berserk. Might have made a mistake. Oh, there's been absolute chaos. I think Jared's made a mistake. Charlie goes to P5 now, and Jared moves down to P2. All happening in this Grand Prix And Ryan pulls away with a 1.4 second lead as Butler's around. And there's the rest of the field. Berserk, what's happened to Berserk there? That's a bit awkward. Bit of awkward movement there's Penske and Mince Pie go at it. But yeah, we saw slightly there for a second, a moment for Jared. And Hugo now back to P6. It's all happening here at the moment. 28 lap race here at this Grand Prix. Poms is around, I think. There he is. So not great for Poms for the win 87 here. He goes back down to P16. Safety car's not going to save him here tonight as Matt is in. So he's gotten some damage somewhere, it looks like. And Berserk as well. There was a little bit of kerfuffle in the back of the pack as Poms has missed the pit lane. Oh, Warden! What's going on with Warden? Warden now down to P6. So Warden, something's happened to Warden now. And the Chungus, not a great start for him. And now Always AFK, she's onto the podium in this very special extravaganza race. 1.5 seconds here between Jared and Ryan. And oh my goodness me, everyone absolutely going at it. Pushing it to the limits as now Warden is through on Hugo. So Warden now back up into P5. And look at this now, side by side. Go Dill and Savoury, the mince pie. Penske's got to watch for live this one. These two guys on the softs. Oh, don't want to get close there. Very close. And now Penske goes to P8. So Penske now a position. And it's all happening here at the moment as now Dill sits back into P9. Owen's now P11. Old rivals. Old teammates. Owens and Roscoe. And good luck, Owens, with Roscoe's incident. Hopefully it's doing all right tonight. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Dill now looks for the move on Penske. Ryan does the fastest lap of the race, but Jared does the fastest lap of the race. And battle could resume still between those two late in the race. It'll be interesting to see what everyone's pace will be like in the wet conditions. As now, side by side, these two go. Watch a ball with Roscoe. Penske goes for it on Dill. Oh! Was that Savoury? No, it was not Savoury. Sorry. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, Dill also on the P8 at the moment. As we look up for the field here. Yeah, 1.4 seconds. Oh, Owen Scott Roscoe. Owen Scott Roscoe. So Owens is through. No, Roscoe looks to find him back. Oh, these two former teammates in AOF2. And Owens goes through. And now it's Owens and Penske, which will be a feisty fight to the end. And all I have to say is, Penske, I am watching. Oh, Roscoe! Roscoe with a moment. That's a big moment for Mr. VSR Roscoe Arm. And Roscoe off the track. It's not worked out for him there. And Roscoe now, he goes down more positions. Says Owens, I think, has gone for... No, Laggy's gone for the move on Owens. Excuse me. So Owens now goes down to P11. And he's got Benny F1 behind. So the pressure will be on for the Toro Rosso driver towards the end of this race. But Warden now trying to hunt down AOR, you know the rest, and for P4. And yeah, Benny gets through on Owens. So Owens maybe regretting starting on those super softs. Maybe he should have started on the softs. Who knows? As Owens, as New Zealand Ryan does the fastest lap of the race. He's pulling that margin away over DRC Jared on lap 4 of 28 of this Grand Prix. Always AFK, she's holding on to P3 very nicely. Warden now trying to see if he can get close to Charlie here for P4. And let me just quickly check here. Is it on strict corner cutting? Yes, it is. But here, this track, you're not really going to see warnings, are you? So you might see a warning or two for some drivers, but if you really get a penalty around here, come on now. So, yeah, there's the run through the field at the moment. Butler out there on soft tyres down the Sauber. The glorious Sauber, that's what I would have been in if I raced in this. So it's 1.6 down between Jared and Ryan for this one. Always AFK, she's P3. And Charlie, P4. Warden is in P5 in this one. And here's Penske now all over the back of Dill again. And Owens... Oh, hello! Owens absolutely send it on Benny F1. That could be ugly. Could end ugly, and now he's got to worry about VSR Roscoe Arm behind him. So what does Owens do here? Oh, bit of a moment there. He's got to worry about Roscoe, who could go for a move at any minute. As now Warden through on Charlie. So Charlie now goes back to P5, and Warden P4 in this one. Here in this race, as we'll see here, this panel pack here, Benny, bit of a moment there. And here is Owens. Has he got enough to go for it on Benny F1? Benny F1 defends, says, no, you got to do it the hard way, son. Oh dear. Closest you want to get between those two. Owens stays back in P12 at the moment, but does he go for the move? Does he get the run? Can he get the run to go for it here? Nah, it's just, oh, he looked, but not enough. So there you go. But so let's just look here. This is all the fuel. Everyone's running. So Ryan's got 3 laps of fuel basically. 1.3 laps of fuel for Jared. About 2 laps of fuel for Always. Almost 2.5 laps for Warden. Charlie's running low. He's not put much fuel in his car. 1 lap of fuel for Alan Hugo. 3 laps of fuel Savoury Mince Pie. 1.5 laps of fuel for Dill. Penske with the almost 3 laps. 1.6 laps of fuel for Laggy. 3 laps of fuel for Benny. Owens about 2.10. Roscoe 1.9. As Owens looks. Oh, there's going to be. Hold on, son. Oh. And with this battle going on, this is just helping Laggy to pull away from this group for that 10th place. Owens is through. No, he's not. He's gone too deep. But he looks to do the over on him. Can he get it done? Owens now goes for it. On Benny. Oh, there's a bit of a touch. The hand goes up. One must come down. As now Owens. Oh, Benny shows the nose. Luckily, this is F1 2018 because Owens would be turned right now. And Owens is through. To P11. And they look for the rest of the field as well. 0.7 for Berserk, 0.4 for Palms. 2 laps for Matt. And barely no fuel for LCM the Butler. But yeah, Owens now P11, and Owens gets it done here. So Owens will be trying to see if he can claw that margin back, unless he has a moment like he just did there. Benny F1 shows it, and he should get this done, but Owens, oh, absolutely crazy between those two here at the moment. Oh, Roscoe! I think that's damage. Lag there was weird, bit of lag there, but Roscoe, oh my goodness me. I think I saw debris. Might have come from these two, maybe. I don't know, but boy, that was interesting. Hence, he's still behind Dylan, lagging behind there, behind Penske. So F2 fights will begin. Hugo now right on Charlie here. As by the way, Jared does the fastest lap of the race, so there you go. But watch Charlie here. Charlie and Hugo. Full position. Let's see does Hugo think about it. No, not just yet. But this battle for P8 is definitely on. The battle for the lead could heat up a little bit later on. It's 1.1 between the top two. And Always AFK just 2.2 behind, and Warden is, excuse me, closing in on her for the podium spot in this one. And clouds are starting to come. So I wonder when this rain is coming. All I know is it's rain at a certain point in this race. I don't know when though. As Penske goes for the move round the outside on Dill, and very nicely done. A great move for Penske. Sensational move, gets it done. And now Laggy's going to try to close on this fight as well. So it's all happening here in this one. My God. Water, no, it's on always. So we'll watch and see what happens here. And Warden closing right in on the Toro Rosso. Now, looks like Owens is gaining time on this group. So Owens starting to gain that time on that group, trying to get in the points. Warden now, and there's the flicker! The flicker! The flicker's arrived! The rain has come! Oh my! It's game on. I don't know how long this rain's going to be here. I don't know. But all we know, it's Malaysia. Is it red flag material? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe that's a game idea in the future, Codemasters. If the rain's too heavy, bring out the red flag in a league race. Why not? Something different. Why not? And then we have a restart, say with like 15 laps to go or something. I don't know. It's laggies for on Dill. Dill looks like he's struggling on his super sauce. Owens won't be, because Owens was very good at tyre conserving in this game. So those super softs for Owens could be like on 20%. But we'll wait and see though. And how long till will it become intermediate conditions? And who's going to be on the pace in these wet conditions is another question. I'll have to wait and see. But it's under a second now between Jared and Ryan. So we're going to see a fight here for this lead of this very special race. And Ryan and Jared will go at it here. Is Warden closing in on always AFK. The Chungus versus the GOAT teammates. What will go down here between these two? The rain's definitely coming down here. Oh my. It's definitely coming down. So Owens and Dill going at it here as well. But look at Saberman Spy also doing very nicely in P7 at the moment. Shout out to him. No DNS in this race so far, so that's great to see. No DNS, everyone's going around having some fun. We hope that everyone stays out and just don't deliberately retire. As now Inters on. Owens got past Dill, but Inters is on for Berserk, so Berserk's the first one to blink. And look at this now, Benny and Dill, the two Renaults, go side by side. Absolutely chaotic here at the moment, and here is Warden. Poms is in. What do the top two do? Is it time for Inters yet for these two to come in? We'll have to wait and see. And what is going to go down here? Yeah, Ryan's in! A little bit on the grass. Jared there as well. Adios is disabled. So there you go. They're all in. They're all in. They're all going to be in. Oh, Hugo spot it. Oh no, and he's got to cut the track to come into the pits. This gives Savoury Mince Pie. Well, Mince Pie's going to have to double stack anyway. Roscoe gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Roscoe, come on now. Talking up. And Hugo's gone for another lap. Oh, I can't believe it. Savoury Mince Pie will be cheering like crazy because his teammate has gone for another lap. I can't believe it. Oh, and Hugo's struggling. Oh, it's absolutely going down here at the moment. The rain's coming down. They're all in. They're all in. Oh my. Hope you enjoyed this one as Butler's around. Soft tyres. And these conditions getting hairy as Roscoe. Inters go on. And there you go. Owens down P12, so he actually lost time to Benny and Dill, so interesting enough there. But Hugo P3, and it's just going to dip down, down and down for him. always going to go by Warden. Free wide. Oh dear. And Warden's got it done. Great move from Warden. And Warden now goes into P3. So Warden gets the job done over Always AFK. It was crazy in the end there, but Warden gets it done. Oh. So Always goes back as a 5-second speed in the pits for Butler. It's not been a great night for LSCM, the Butler. As the rain, a laggy bit of a moment there. It's only, looks like only a light storm here at this Grand Prix. 4 seconds now between Jared and Ryan. And I just want to point out here, I forgot, this is a game, I forgot about this game. And anyone in the chat, if they remember this, Jared is out there on soft tyres, but as you can see on your screen, he is on inters. So the game's line, that was the thing with F1 2017. All of the, say like, one tyres, the super softs, and then all other tyres are like medium tyres, mixed tyres. It's happened before. But yeah, it says Jared's out there on softs, but he is on inters, I think. It'd be absolutely miraculous if he is actually on the softs, but he is not. But yeah, Jared out there on inters, but he's losing time. He's losing time though. Well, he could just be struggling in these conditions. That could be another thing as well. So it's another thing to take into consideration. Because look, it's definitely intermediate conditions. There's no way he's out there holding on with soft tyres. Now Butler will let Warden go by. Always looks like she's struggling in these conditions as well. She's 3 seconds off the pace, off Warden. As Laggy now seeing if he can close down here on Savoury for position. Alan Hugo down the field at the moment, and Owen's P10. Owens probably would be happy with a podium either way, as well, Laggy's actually got it done on Savoury. So Savoury must have had a bit of a moment. He coming onto the back straight, he must have had a moment, and Benny's going to go for it. Sense it, gets it done. So Benny now goes to P8 in this one, and will try to recommence his battle here with that laggy person for this race, and it should be spicy to see what goes down between those two. Owens 8.4 seconds to Savoury. He'll be trying to see if he can hunt down Savoury. He's got Alan Hugo behind, Dill as well. Where is Penske? Penske's P6, so P6 at the moment for Penske, doing a superb job at the moment. 1.5 the margin between Jared and Warden. So Warden looking like the better here at the moment in these conditions over DRC Jared. And I think he's just absolutely clawing this margin now. So suspect to see Warden possibly pass Jared here in a minute, and incredibly it'll be a 1-2 for Force India. As now Ali Hugo, where is he? There he is. Fast slap. Penalty for Alan Hugo. That's a shame for Alan Hugo. It's now Roscoe Arm in P14. A bit of a moment for Roscoe. And he's Benny and Laggy now. So, Laggy, Benny. Oh, Benny, look at that slide from Benny. We'll see what they can do here for P7. Owens, by the way, is on the second over Savoury, so there you go. And we'll watch and see the rest of this fight, what could go down here between these two. Ryan's got a 6-second lead, a lap 13 of 28. we're closing in on the halfway point of this race. And Benny right on. Oof, he missed him by a cigarette paper there. He got very close to Benny. But watch this fight now for P2. Warden closing right in here on Jared. And Warden will be absolutely significant close in here on Jared for this position. For second. And Jared now still holding on at the moment. Leahy's still holding on to Benny as well. So all going down in this race. Hope you enjoyed it. We've got 6 people watching at the moment and hope you are loving it just as I am. A great video game this was. One of the best Codemasters games I really enjoyed. As always AFK. Gold past the Butler. She's holding on to P4 here at the moment in this one. So it's Warden right on Jared here for second. Oh, big moment for the both of them. And Warden absolutely trying to hound down DRC Jared here for position. And these two similar pace looks like really at the moment. But all on lean really. Everyone's on lean at the moment. Look at that. Except for a few drivers. Savory out there on Rich. Owens will be sticking to standard. You're not going to see him go to Rich with fuel. That's not his vocabulary. I've not said that right, have I? As Warden, Rich now, both they're all on Rich. They're all trying to hunt each other down. 6-second lead for Ryan. And we're at the halfway point of this Grand Prix. Come up to lap 15 of 28. We still sit back and watch him Warden. Of course, in the force Indy up. Seeing if he can. He's just not going to get close enough here to go for it. Here on Jared. That's holds on tight at the moment. And the battle will commence here for second. Hugo's just not catching up to Owens at all. Hugo's struggling in these conditions. He might have damage, maybe? No, he doesn't. It looked like he might have had a little bit of damage, but he does not. And Benny closer back in here, Laggy for P7. But Laggy also closed it in. Oh, Benny! Benny, big moment there. Holds onto it. Goes very deep. These two actually close it in on Penske for P6. So the fight could even go more crazier in this one. And we're still keeping an eye on this fight for the second place here as well between Jared and Warden. And Jared is still holding on to that P2 at the moment. But it's still going to be a big fight here for P6 in a minute. Because these two working together closing in on Penske here for 6. Absolutely close it in. And depending what the weather gods does for the rest of this race, I don't think you're gonna see most of these guys stay out for the whole race on inters, to be honest. So that's what you're basically going to see. As Benny and Laggy very close to each other, and really the fight at the moment in this race to keep our eyes on. As Jared gets Warden and Jared side by side. Oh, Jared, of course, on the soft tyres, according to this game. And Warden on the inters. Charlie's gone the wet, so is it wets time? Warden senses the Chungus, looks for it. Roscoe has left the session. Oh dear. And now Jared. Oh, yeah, they're all coming in. They're all coming in. Oh, Jared, big slide. Warden holding on to it at the moment. Yeah, Charlie in on the wets. Butler's on the wets. Hasn't changed Penske in the moment. Has Penske come in and Penske has gone from inters to inters. So is Dill. No, Dill's. Is this the Renault team? Yep. Oh dear. Penske won't be happy with that one. As Penske forgot to change it to wets, or has he just gone for the alternate strategy and want to put fresh inters on? Maybe that's what he's thinking of doing. Roscoe's car's in the lane, and if the AR car's pinned him for wets, it just shows you that, no, it's not. It's actually kept him on inters, interestingly. So maybe it is a time for, well, Warden's in. So Warden's decided to go with the wets here. So I'm going to try and see if I can invite Roscoe back. Oh boy. Invite more. Where is he? There we go. There's Roscoe. So invite Roscoe back. Hopefully gets back into the lobby. And no, Warden's out, gone to the inters. So maybe it was Penske did the right choice there. Maybe the inters are wearing out a bit. I don't remember what the inter wear is like on this game. I forget. I forget what the wear is like on inters in this game. And now there's Roscoe back in the session. And for the drivers watching back in this race, they're thinking I'm being stupid. Sorry, I wasn't really an expert on this game. Even though this was the game that I actually was half decent at. And Charlie's actually closing into these guys on wet, so is it that weird thing where inters and wets are like similar at the moment? Oh, Benny has a moment. Laggy's almost ready to the back of him as AOR Charlie goes through to P6. So it's a weird one. Look at this, side by side. These two go. Charlie gets it done. Benny looking to stick the nose and hold on to it here. Does Benny go for it? Oh, it's gonna... Oh, close as you want to get. And now Charlie P5 in this one. And, oh my goodness. So Charlie P5 and Ryan Jared, they stay out. Always FK, she stays out. Warden. Now the margin between Warden and Charlie is going to be the one to watch here. Said how it all goes down. By the way, Owens has got past Savory. We've missed that completely. So Owens has got a big pack behind that being Alan Hugo and Savory Mince Pie. Oh no, it's actually LCM the Butler. Sorry. Excuse me. Berserk is in the pits. Yeah. Sorry, no, he's done a 3-second time penalty. What am I saying? But Hugo now trying to close up on his teammate. And what's the margin? Well, Warden's catching always. Charlie is slowly closing in on Warden. So maybe the wets aren't just the tyre at the moment, but they seem like they are quick. So who knows? 6.7 seconds between Ryan and Jared. And so Hugo now is right up on his teammate here for P9 in this one. Matt and Pom's bailing out for P14 in the non-points paying position at the moment. Charlie's got 4.12. Maybe the wets are the tyre to be on. But as we say again, folks, just to remind you that there's no safety car, so can't really rely on a safety car, these guys, as Hugo's now gotten past his teammate and Hugo now up to P9. And Owen's actually on lead. I'm surprised. I thought Owens would have gone to stand at one point. But 9.3 between Warden and Always, so Always is could be struggling here at the moment, and that's why you're most likely seeing Warden catching up to her. But Charlie, AOR Charlie, P5 at the moment, and margin slowly coming down towards him and Warden, and I think Jared might have made a little slight mistake. I don't know. Always, she may have as well, but her time is a bit further back on Darcy Jared here at the moment. So the gaps have formed out here at the moment. And really, it's a question of who's got the better pace on what tyre really at the moment. Is the fresher centre Inters the way to go, or is it the wets? It's the one thing to look at here at the moment. So Charlie, wet tyres, first one on the wets. He needs to hope for something crazy to happen, or for the weather to get worse, or really for these guys up front to get a puncture. Really, Dill's in. Now I wonder if this is to put wet Inters back on. Watch, wait and see what happens here, and it's back on Inters, so looks like it's back to intermediate conditions here. So Penske did, he was meant to put the Inters on, absolutely, but Always is in. So she's not confident, I think, on Inters towards the end here. Percentage-wise might be a bit up for her at the moment. And that brings Warden up into P3 in this one. So Warden will be having for those guys up front to have an issue. And I think the wets, as we say, are really not the way to go. Okay. If I'm clip that if I'm crazy or not. Was Charlie just on the back? Okay, never mind. I don't know. So Always she comes out behind Charlie, and Charlie's starting to lose time here toward it. So the wets had a small advantage for a little bit, but they no longer have the advantage now, and it pretty much says it all, really. 11.5 seconds is the gap between New Zealand Ryan and DLC Jared. And Ryan looking to win at this track. And what a performance for Jared to be on the medium. We've got a car round, do we? Oh! It's one of the Renaults. It's one of the Renaults. I think it's Dill. Yeah, it is. Dill's around. And that's not good for X Dill. And Dill is down the field here at the moment. And Berserk closing in on Penske, looks like. We'll have to wait and see what goes down with that battle outside the points at the moment in this race. And Charlie now, yeah, the wets are not the tyre to be on. And I think it's time to pit Charlie. As Always AFK is closing down on him for P4. Is Charlie going to pit? No, Charlie stays out. And the top two still out on track. Dill in the lane. Looks like he got some damage after that spin. It's lap 21 of 28. 8 laps to go in this Grand Prix. And absolute cluster all around the field here at the moment. And Dill is on the softs. He's definitely on the softs. Yep, it's confirmed. He's definitely on the softs. So, Dill go on the different strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him. As he waits for some of the leading pack to come through. Here. What, my goodness me. It's 12-second lead for Ryan. And always absolutely hounding down AOR Charlie. Here for position. And I tell you what, it's absolutely crazy this race has been. A lot has gone down in this one, but wow. Always is closing in on Charlie. Circus definitely catching the Penske for P11. As Pencil AFK looked. He's got to think smart about this, especially with Charlie on the wets. Oh! It gives a bit of a... She gives him a bit of a love tap. Shimmy and everyone's moving around and around and around and around. And always AFK now P4, so there you go. So always AFK 21 seconds to Warden. Don't think we're going to see Warden pit unless something dramatic happens. With 7 laps to go, who is the driver of the day? Who you think's the driver of the day? And I think the driver of the day, in my opinion, when I can find where to put this is like my driver of the day has to be. Oh, I mean, tough call. Driver of the day. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna say, oh, it's what a drive. P8 hasn't really touched the F1 games in quite a long time, and he's P8. My God, what a legend! That's why he's an AOA F2 champion. And look at this now, Benny all over Charlie. Charlie's being absolutely swamped. Absolutely swamped he is. And the pressure is getting to him on those wet tyres. And Charlie goes down the field. He's down to P6. And Benny moves up through the field into P5. So, what a race this has been. And it's been fun, it's been enjoyable. But we've still got many laps to go because Penske is closing on Savoury Mince Pie for the final points paying position. So it's not over yet. For some battles through at this field. And we've got Berserk sitting there with a watchful eye. Dill, I don't think he's doing well on those softs. Unlike Jared, who's doing magnificent on those softs at the moment. But oh, Penske gives him a little touch, another touch, telling him he's there. He's telling him he's there. And now Penske about to try to see if he can close in here on Savoury. Goes for a Penske dive bomb. He's got it done, but Savoury's got the run back on him. Does Savoury do what Penske did to him? But Savoury's going to have to do it around the outside. Langy's close to Charlie. And look at this. Round the outside he'll go. No, it's... Oh, is it going to be enough? He's got the run, but Penske closes the door. And there you go. So Penske now up into the points paying position. And Owens is through on Langy. There's been an incident between Charlie and Laggy, I think. Something's gone down, and this has allowed Owens to move up position. Charlie's off. It's a disaster for AOR Charlie. And, well, look, there's only one way to put it. That's right. That's all you can really say about Charlie's race is that. Such a shame for the Mercedes drive here tonight, but Charlie will be back with me on next Sunday, Canadian Grand Prix on the Apex channel, AR channel. for some racing where Ryan could possibly become... Oh, Dill's around, but I think Savoury's around. Savoury might have had a moment, maybe. I don't know. Might have been just for Dill, but yeah, of course, next Sunday, Ryan looking to possibly go for his 5th AOR title, which would be absolutely marvellous. So lap 24.28, closing in on 5 laps to go. 13-second margin for Ryan over Jared. And Hugo now. Owens P6 is doing very nicely. And Penske through on Charlie. Well, luckily for Penske, there will be none of this tonight. Luckily, as you saw there, Charlie moved out of the way, thank God, because it could have been an ugly incident between those two. Ryan's in. Now, is Ryan just doing this for the giggle, or is these tyres legitimately struggling? Who knows, but Ryan is in. With 4 laps to go, Jared out there. Well, Ryan should catch him on the Jared on the course of the mediums, of course. And Warden's going to get his teammates. As you see a random intermediate tyre go into the pits by itself. But Jared now 7.2 second lead. It could have been the tyres, or Ryan just Ryan having some fun. Either or, since this is a social race, don't forget about that. It is a social race, so yeah, if it wasn't a social race, I don't think Ryan would probably pit, but maybe Ryan knows that Jared's tyres are starting to struggle. Well, Warden's got 6.3 seconds. He's closing right in on Jared, so we could have a grandstand finish here, maybe. Who knows? As Laggy's in. Laggy, one of the ones who also pitted straight away for the Inter race, so maybe it could be the Inter struggling. Don't expect Owens to pit, because Owens knows how to... He's good at conserving his tyres. Yeah, 5.6, 5.9. Be going to the wire here. AOR Charlie, he's in. So Charlie and Super Sauce go on for Laggy. No, he's actually got damage, Laggy, so... Charlie goes to mediums. Actually, the rain has stopped. Oh my. Now that's not really going to do much for guys like Laggy and Charlie. But, you know. But yeah. So that's going to make things very spicy towards the end of this one. Looks like to me the rain has stopped, or has it? Yeah, it has. There's a bit of a dry line starting to come here. And Matt now and Charlie's around. Looks like those tyres are really not the tyres to be on. And Dill now's cheering because all of a sudden he might have done the right strategy. 3 laps to go. Jared, Warden, Ryan. Maybe that's why Ryan pitted as well. Tyres, Benny's in. Owens, I think Owens is going to stay out. Owens is one of those guys who would stay out, especially with 3 laps to go. And all honesty, in the position these guys are in, unless it completely dries completely, 100% complete, and you have no option, because we've seen that in the past in this game, where it just dries out completely, and you see everyone come in. But I don't know. 3 laps to go? Do you want to do that? Who knows? 3-second margin. Yellow flags. Owens is in top 5 at the moment. But in all honesty, who knows? I'll have to wait and see what happens, what goes down. Looks still a little bit hairy throughout the field. It's now another 5-second stop go for LCM the Butler. So Jared, those staying out on those soft tyres have worked out for him. He's of course on the inters, but what an interesting finish this is going to be. Look at this. Ryan closing on a fresh set of inters. Warden on slightly better inters. Matt's in the way here. Oh, blue flag. Oh my god. Closest you want to get between those guys. And it's going to be a crazy finish here at the moment. Owens is in the top 5. Oh, no, he's going to punch her. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I was sucking up to him saying he's won the best and saving tyres in the flood spot. Oh, oh no, it's a disaster. Charlie has retired. It might have been the Inters. Yeah, the Inters. Oh, it's on. 0.5 seconds to margin. Penske's in the top 5. To me, it looks like it's still slightly damp. It's still a bit damp. It's not really time for dries, or is it? Where is Benny? Benny, I think, is doing all right on his side. Jared gets a time penalty. There you go. As Warden's through on Jared. Ryan's going to claw his way through. Oh, and Jared goes down into P3. And now Ryan looks on his teammates. The 2 Force Indians go at it. It's like SRL season 1 or 2 all over again. And Warden holds on. Jared's in. He's had enough. He looks like he'll probably come out in P3 anyway, out of the pits. And now they go side by side, Warden and Ryan. I'm losing my voice as Warden holds on. Jared goes on the sauce. My goodness me. Owens is still in the points. Thank God. Oh, Ryan! The Chungus! Oh my God, he holds on to the position. And it's like SRL all over again, isn't it? These two are leading by a crazy margin. Now, this will be interesting to see. Yeah, it looks like to me it's definitely dries. But look at this now. Warden holding on at the moment. We've gone back in time. Where's Warden going? Oh, Warden fights him back. Oh, what a battle. It's like old times. They've made contact. Oh my goodness me. If they keep making even more contact, Jared will come through. They're sliding. They're slipping. They're sliding. Give me a better view, please, game. And Ryan, hold on to it, son. It's definitely not Inters. Actually, I thought he had a flat then, Ryan. I thought he had a flat tyre. But New Zealand Ryan, he dominated the start of the race then, I think. Well, he didn't really dominate. He dominated the intermediate part of the track. Are they going to do a 1-2 form finish like the old days? No, they're not. Yes, they are. Just a form finish. Ryan from Warden. Jarrett's going to cross the line in P3. What a race. What a finish. And that's what we love about this game, F1 2017. Always she comes home in P4. Well done to her. Here's Benny F1. P5 at the moment. And Matt retires from the session. Here's Benny. Let's come around us. Oh, it's a Penske. No, he's not. Don't you do it. Oh, I thought he was going to dive bomb him. But Hugo now, he's got a lot of penalties. So we're going to see if you guys jump up here. Oh my God, that's a crash. Owens P6. Penske P7. Hugo P8. Savory the mince pie in P9. That laggy person will come home in P10. Berserk, Palms, Roscoe, Matt Butler. as I half die. Listen to my voice. It was what a fun race that was. Absolutely enjoyed all that. Laying across the line in P10. No, it's still Butler. Oh my god. Crashes on the front straight. We're still waiting for Dill, who's spinning absolutely everywhere. And I'll fight my fellow co-commentator in a second. Where is he? I'll invite him to the party. There we go. But, wow. What a finish to that one. Dill crossed the line backwards. Oh, mate! Come on! What are you doing? That flat tyre, what are you doing? Oh, let me go through the results before I wrap this thing up. And, no, you're still driver today. Well done, well done. There they are. It's like SRL Season 1 all over again. Ryan from Warden. But Jared P3? What? That wasn't like SRL Season 1. But there they are. And we'll go through the results and wrap it all up. Ryan from Warden. Jared in P3. Always AFK, the GOAT teammate P4. Benny F1 P5. Owens 1503 P6. And actually very close to the fastest lap you were. Penske, Hugo, Mince Pie, Laggy, Berserk, Palms, VSL Roscoe Arm, LSCM the Butler, is that Matt, Dill. And in P17 is of course, is AOR. Yes. But Owens, what a fun game this is. We absolutely love it. And thanks for everyone that watched. We had quite a few people watching actually, so thank you for watching. And I would do well, that's a shame. Well, I would probably do a league on this game. Anyway, thank you for watching and goodbye.